My name is Lexie Morin, and my partner's name is Blake Nelson. We chose to do the job of Vice President of Marketing for a professional sports team because we are both sports fans. Blake is a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, and I am a fan of the Texas Rangers and Dallas Stars. The Vice President of Marketing for the Texas Rangers. I had the privilege to interview with the VP of Marketing for the Texas Rangers. Her name is Kimberly Becko, and she works for the Texas Rangers, obviously, and she's been the vice president for a little over 5 years now. The Texas Rangers are a baseball club, and they are located in Arlington, Texas. Her job analysis includes she creates advertisements, promotions, and TV ads. She does marketing research for the Texas Rangers. She sees what the fans like, what the fans don't like, what can be improved, and takes their suggestions on how to fix things. She works with players on promotions. She does advertisements like TV commercials with them, flyers, the giveaways at the Ranger games like bobbleheads and t-shirts and whatnot. She creates signs and flyers like the billboards around the Dallas area. She does social media things. She works on their Facebook, their Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. She comes up with those promotions, those ads, those advertisements that you see. She also does press reviews for the Rangers. The job description includes, I got this off the Texas Rangers website. The primary responsibility of the Director of Sports Marketing is to direct the Texas Rangers sports marketing strategy, athletic program, and athletic experience to build the Rangers brand, their leadership, awareness, traffic, and conversion. This role demands a strong strategic vision, excellent execution, team management, and a high level of collaboration with other business units. To be successful in this position, you obviously have to have a passion for sports. That's just a given. You also have to be open to change. If something isn't going the right way, then you have to make a change and make it quick because this is professional sports. And a good example is technology. Every day, technology is changing. We have new apps, we have new tools that are changing how we work in the sports business these days. To even be considered for a vice president of a sports marketing team, you have to have a bachelor's in some kind of business field. Obviously, marketing would be the best bet, but business is alright. You also need experience with working with a sports team. You have to get your foot in the door with a professional sports team somehow, which can include an internship, which is really good and look good on a resume. You have to be very outgoing and a friendly person because you have to deal with the fans and you have to deal with the sports team and you have to interact with just everybody. Now, Blake is about to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of having a career in professional sports.
My name is Blake Nelson, and of course, me and my partner Lexie Morin, we did our project over a vice president of marketing for a professional sports team. And there were several advantages and disadvantages in this profession when it comes to the job analysis viewpoint. The first viewpoint is from the job performance. An advantage of that is you get to meet professional athletes, of course. You're going to travel with the team to a lot of different cities. And with all that networking that you do and doing all that traveling, those could possibly lead to career opportunities in the future. Now, some disadvantages would, of course, be being away from home quite often, and just like any other job, this job requires a lot of long hours, and that could be quite overwhelming for some people. From an observation standpoint, observing this job, just kind of shadowing it or whatnot, would be very informative and interesting. seeing how everything is done, everything is promoted, that type of thing. A disadvantage would be for some people, it might be quite overwhelming to travel that much, to work that much, to network with this many people. As far as the interviews go, the interviews for this particular position are very strict. You just gotta know your sports pretty much, know the team, know the business, know a lot about marketing, that type thing. A disadvantage to the interviews is just like any other, interview process. The questions that are unknown are going to be the disadvantage. The questions that you weren't maybe expecting, that type thing. As far as critical incidents go, it's all about what is done specifically in the job. You know what I mean? How is a certain promotion promoted? How is a certain thing marketed? How is this athlete marketed? And that type thing. With that being said, a disadvantage is that is maybe not knowing how to promote a certain thing, not knowing how to possibly market this athlete as well. So as far as structured questionnaires, it would be most likely interesting, doing a questionnaire for a job like this. Of course, if you know your sports and you're really into that particular ball club. But just like any other questionnaire for a job, the disadvantage will be this job might be, not the job, the questionnaire might be boring, and you might just kind of not want to do all those questionnaires. They might seem repetitive, but overall, this is definitely a job I would love to do in the future. And I would recommend anybody who loves their sports teams to go after a position like this. Once again, my name is Blake Nelson. My partner is Lexie Morin, and thank you for your time.